All right. Good morning, everybody. Sorry for being a bit late. We were meeting with the censure. I'll call the infrastructure committee to order. Notice was posted on February the 9th. All three districts are present. Item one is to approve the minutes of January 22nd.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item two is our TIF 2 and TIF 2A budget. Stacy.
No change.
With the elevators being complete,
We're waiting on final paperwork documentation so we can put a package together. You need to cancel the check.
okay, and other than that, you'll get it submitted. Okay, all right, no action other than to note Stacy's shirt over there,
And mug.
We've already talked about it.
the Kansas City Chiefs shirt. Okay. Item three is our ARPA projects list. This is the one that Stacy maintains. You want to do anything here or just wait till Mr. White? Okay. No action on item three. Item four is our capital improvements list.
No changes to that.
Questions? No action. Five is discussion possible action regarding a remodel of the 8th floor jury area above Judge Stallings' courtroom.
Yeah, we looked at that again and began to get hard numbers, and Renee said that she would pay for all of it.
Excellent.
No. No, it's Monday, let me have a little fun. The estimate we got back was about $16,000. The question last meeting was whether or not we can take care of this within our own budget. And I think absent the paint and carpet that they have agreed to take care of, we can chin this and take care of it from within our budget. Getting a contractor here is another question. It's the same kind of a problem that we have on many other projects. Timing is going to be an issue.
Okay, Keith, just the $16,000 is your construction cost, if you will.
Yeah.
And the balance of the estimated cost would come out of the court fund.
Yeah.
For those approved expenses. Okay, and you can do that internally.
We can take care of that budgetarily from within our facility budget.
Okay.
And again, the timing, I'm sorry for that, but it is what it is.
Well, right. Okay.
The 16,000, is that included the carpet?
No.
Or that's separate?
That's separate.
Okay. Obviously, we can bring it up, right?
All right. Is there further questions of Keith or of Renee? Is there a motion on this item?
I would move that we'd recommend the VOCC to proceed as discussed.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, six is our owner's rep for our ARPA projects. Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Mike Partlow. I'm a partner at White Associates, and I'll be giving the update since Bill's out of the office today. For our juvenile justice elevators, and for that matter, all of our elevator packages, they had a design review last week. Comments are currently being incorporated into the design towards working towards the construction drawings. We expect those to be completed around early April sometime. For the juvenile justice lobby, progress continues with the exterior and getting it dried in. The roofing's complete. The brick work is complete. They have installed the aluminum frames, and we expect the glazing to be complete this week. We'd like to note there that only an outstanding cost issue right now is the CA for the GSB architect of record, and kind of wrapping up their items they have remaining to complete. For the court clerk social distancing 5th floor remodel, we're meeting with Mr. Warren's office to coordinate that design along with Small tomorrow, and work towards getting that design completed.
This might be,
Um,
I'm sorry, question. That might be where Stacy had, I just see we have a start date on your list of March 1 for that. Is that still, you still proceeding?
That first week of March, we should be able to get that asbestos contractor in there.
Okay, great.
The meeting this week will tell a lot.
okay. The court clerk jury pavilion, I believe Stacy's office is working towards an architectural selection as we move towards the jury room divider still. The sheriff-
I'm sorry,
Yes,
before
sir.
we go on back to the fifth floor, is it completely vacant now, cleaned out, and the acceptance of payments in the DA's office, has that been relocated yet?
I think the ladies are operating on the first floor
They are
now.
now.
Files have been moved, but I think there's still some furniture that juvenile justice wanted that may be still there.
Okay.
We need
Do
to
you
get-
anticipate that getting out?
We've made arrangements for the rest of the furnishings to be taken and moved out either to storage or to JJC. Also, it needs to be noted that we have a Vigilon swipers, door access readers, cameras, and different things that have to be removed prior to demolition. That's all brand new equipment, and we don't want it destroyed in any kind of a demolition effort.
And who's responsible for that?
That's to be determined. I've contacted David Basin, and certainly Chris is involved with that, so we'll see what costs we incur if we have, I would rather have a Vigilon, the original installers and providers, remove that equipment in such a way that we know we can reuse it once the floor is built.
And the target, back to Charles' question, then the target for the asbestos was what?
It's still the first week of March,
All right,
equipment or no.
okay, I'm getting some, I'm not real hopeful looks out there. Okay, I'll get with you guys and we'll see what we can do with David and,
It's because it's 8 months worth of asbestos removal in their contract. We gotta get started. We can't keep waiting on every little
Uh-huh.
$2 thing.
okay, sorry, but thank you. Go ahead.
Moving to the sheriff's office, Midwest City Substation, HVAC, equipment procurement is underway. Everything is within the scheduled guidelines, the original scheduled guidelines there. Clerk's books, first floor. Basically, the first floor annex project is scheduled to start July 8th. So that's what the notice to proceed that went out in the bid documents. Annex third floor purchasing.
I'm sorry, I have a question on that. Are we through with all of our scope changes on that? Are we,
They're trying very hard to get those books relocated. They actually picked a location, but they've got a height problem. The shelves are too tall for the space they picked, so I think they gotta pick a new space.
Want an explanation or no?
Certainly.
The county clerk had selected the 6th floor of Leadership Square as a location to set up their office and install books. We brought in management from Leadership and also their structural engineer, who also has done work for us here, determined that the shelving currently in use on the first floor here is too tall to allow the fire suppression system deploy properly if there were an issue in Leadership. So at this point, it's either a question of buying new or replacement shelving that is at a height that will allow the fire suppression system to work, or keeping that shelving and searching for another location with a higher ceiling height and an appropriate fire suppression system.
or going with as originally contemplated?
Just keeping the books on site and moving them, right? Okay, okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
Let's see, I believe we're on the annex third floor. Everything is on schedule there, waiting asbestos phase 2 schedule. For the annex security front entrance, we kind of just touched on that with the clerk books, but we've got, I guess to add to that, we're looking at a bid opening March 1st. Drainage culvert inventory, that work proceeds on schedule. Some notes there. We've got 500 structures with 160 miles completed. Also, the county projects needing current information, they're happy to provide the inventory data. Next is a juvenile justice roof. The contractor is wrapping up a lot of his punch list items that he knows that the manufacturer needs to complete, and we're looking at that final manufacturer's walkthrough and close out on the end of this month, February. Camera security, the completing final documents been signed off by the staff. They've been approved and we're proceeding with work there. Everything's within the schedule, original guidelines. We talked about the courthouse elevator, the annex elevators. Those are all in the elevator package. So we're proceeding towards construction documents with them.
And just on the elevators, everything is completed for us now to settle on the scope. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. Behavior health services, CM at risk has been approved by the VOCC. Right now, as we all know, there's some schedule concerns there. Existing jail, moving over to the existing jail, the HVAC package. We were wrapping that up this week, looking to publish or solicit on February 20th, and bid opening scheduled for March 4th. The existing jail roof, we're waiting for some decent weather, which we hope here by the end of this month, we will proceed with that work. We've had several meetings and we've started our coordination meetings with the existing jail personnel over there. The existing jail loading dock, we had the pre-bid last week. We had enough bidders show up, and we're looking at an opening on the 14th. Any questions?
Didn't we have one bid opening already with no bidders? So this is a rescheduled bid.
So we had a pre-bid meeting, and no bidders showed up. Yes, we had a pre-bid meeting. I believe it was the latter part of January. I don't have the date, but there was no bidders that showed up, so we had to reschedule the pre-bid and kind of went to the phones and a little harder solicitation where we got enough bidders there. And last week they had the pre-bid and a lot of good questions, and we've
So you're anticipating on Wednesday when BOCC opens that there'll be a couple of bidders at least?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Make a motion to receive report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Seven is our update from the Citizens Oversight Board. Stace?
Your next meeting is at the end of this month. Well, I don't remember the date, but 20th something. The next meeting.
All right. Any questions of Stacy? Otherwise, no action. Citizens participation? Anybody? Board comments? Taylor, welcome.
Thank you.
Charles?
No comments. They're welcome.
None here. New business? Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Pardon? Thank you, Cassie. Okay, call PBA advisory to order. Notice the meeting was posted on February 9th. Item 1 is to approve the minutes of January 22nd.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 2 is discussion possible action regarding our ARPA capital projects. It's kind of a catch-all item. Stacy, is there anything that we need to discuss under this item?
No.
Okay. Do you all have anything? Okay, no action. 3 is an update from White and Associates on our PBA ARPA projects. Hello again.
Good morning again. For the emergency ops, the construction manager at risk is proceeding with incorporating some of the comments into the design development drawings from the meeting on February 2nd. Everything at this point is within the original scheduled guidelines. The ICB, Metro elevator, Metro 2 elevator, those are with the package that we discussed in the earlier BOCC update. We are proceeding with incorporating some of the comments there with the drawing package in early April. For the camera security system, we have the current change order amount, approximately $20,923.74. I believe the contractor's proceeding with that work as well. Everything's within the original scheduled guidelines. The ICB remodel, we've had several good meetings between Miller and Small in coordinating with the everybody associated with that project, and at this time, we're looking to solicit for a CM at risk mid-March timeframe. So that's the design work. Hope by that time we hope the design or expected design to be complete, that we can solicit for that CM at risk.
Is the building vacant?
Just about. I haven't checked this morning, but we had one tenant that was having some issues and difficulties, and so should be vacant this week.
Okay.
Any questions?
Just depending how everything lays out, when do we think we'll start the additional demo on that building? Anyone know? What, too soon to tell, or?
No, I think we can begin within the next couple of weeks. We intend to let the demolition on 1 and 2 internally and not as a part of the overall construction project. So that'll begin quickly.
Okay.
Anything else? Is there a motion?
I will move to receive report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item 4, Keith, is the ICB exterior project.
Yeah, as far as the exterior is concerned, we met, like Mike had said, with the various architects, and Miller and Associates has asked, in an effort to determine what kind of underlying foundation we have, which will ultimately support part of the structure with steel members that they had pointed out in some of the drawings. They needed an area in the basement of the ICB to do some invasive testing. And we're working with the court clerk to remove some of those files and books that would be in the way. I think that's been done. And so you'll hear jackhammering and core drilling down in the basement here pretty quick.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I'll move to receive report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5 is related to the ICB interior project.
You'll probably see a change order with Small and Associates to include the sewer replacement. We've decided at our last meeting that that's the appropriate way to go here. The floor will be in the ICB basement will be taken up and the sewer replaced as a part of the interior project. Miller and Associates then, as the architects for the exterior, would be responsible for that section of the sewer line exterior to the building to the main.
Okay. Any questions of Keith?
Will the DA books remain down there while this work is being done? Or records, rather?
We've sectioned off those areas approximately 10 by 10 square in the northeast section of the basement and the southeast section of the basement, rather. The other books, books and files, trying to get an idea as to how they would be moved. The court clerk has given me an estimate that I turned over to purchasing. I thought it best that they be involved when it comes to selecting a vendor to move the books and records to the warehouse. So we're not any farther than that on this front, but it's an important piece of the puzzle, more so today.
I'll move to receive report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Citizens participation? Board comments, anyone?
None.
New business? Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.